What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy, the E-bikeguy, and today I got another review video for y'all. And this is a awesome electric scooter DT1 Pro. Now, I've been doing scooter reviews, quite some times now, but I believe this is the first scooter that I reviewed that's pretty much excited to do. You know what I mean? So, without further ado, we're gonna go open this box up, get the scooter out, and then go over some technical details about it, and then we're gonna do a ride video on this bad boy. So without further ado, let's get to it. Call me. Okay. So here we are looking at a 52-volt charger. Well, fully charged at 58 it says 58.2 volts. So we have our charger. Has a almost looks more like an XLR connector. And then now for the main event, we are going to get the scooter out. Oh man. That's gonna go. Dang.
That thing looks nice.
I know, right?
We gotta call him. What is it called?
It's a DT1 Pro. All right, so we're gonna be putting the handlebars on, and as you can see, it's been packaged really good. I mean, I'm very pleased at what Ausom actually did to actually package the scooter in and have it shipped over here. So, we're getting the handlebars off and carefully cut it because I don't want to scratch up the paint job or anything like that. So we're gonna be getting familiar with this. I'm going to be taking some time over. The batteries already charging up right now, so I'm gonna be taking some time to look up over the manuals and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So get familiarized with the specs and all that fun technical stuff with the awesome DT1 Pro. So that's what we're doing right now. And then so we're gonna go ahead and get out the accessories. And these are the caps. I guess those for the axle nuts to cover those axle nuts. So now we're gonna find a clamp to actually clamp this the handlebars in place. It's gonna go right here. Let me see. Wow, I like the handlebars. Kind of have like a BMX type handlebars to it. I was actually getting the handlebars mounted on the headset because of the fact the display was in the way. So if you loosen the Allens on the display, you can swivel this around, and that would actually give you enough room to actually put your Allen, which is a 4mm Allen, and you can actually tighten the handlebars up, get them straight, and get them in the position that you want. And you can actually can have these boys tighten up. Just make sure they firmly tight because you don't want. I mean, this scooter is supposedly can reach some decent high speed, so you don't want these things coming loose on you at no given time. So this is pretty much a new display that Ausom had equipped with the DT1 Pro. So anyway, so in order to turn this scooter on, is that we have to match the power button. Okay. And once you match the power button, it has a card that it says right on the top. So here's the card right here, the near-field communication card. You just wave it over the display, and here we are. So this is a nice and colorful display, and it's a pretty nice one, that's, to be honest with you. So anyway, so you have your park on your left-hand side. You got your miles an hour, battery voltage at the top, and then you have the level indicator at the bottom right here. So in order to has 3 modes. So in order to select those modes, you mash the up button 3 times. You have Eco, Sport, and Race, and then you can go back down to Eco. Now you can't go back in the park now. So in a couple of seconds, you know what I mean, like maybe 60 seconds, maybe less than that, it'll go back in the park. You won't be able to move the scooter until you take it out of the park and put on Eco, Sport, or Race mode. But anyway, so what I advise y'all to do is go ahead and read the manual. If you want to go into the hidden program settings to adjust some parameters like the regen, how hard the regen is, the hard start, some other stuff, or convert back to kilometers per hour, you can go ahead and read the manual. I mean, you have a lot of helpful information to get you familiar with the DT1 Pro. So you can go in and hit menu. Now, to go in and hit menu, you can mash and hold the plus and minus together, and that takes you to the program menu. And you can to select, you can mash the power button to select the program functions. So I was in program number 6, I believe. No, let me see here, probably 11 and 12. Yeah, because 11 and 12, that's our regen, and then our 12 is our soft start. We're gonna go ahead and put that down to 3. And then in order to, you can mash and hold the power buttons together. I mean the up and down buttons together, and go revert back to our gauges and stuff on the display. And now we're just back to normal. Now we'll be able to actually ride this scooter, because of the fact that this scooter has a lot of power, especially on hard starts. If you have it set too high, which is mode 5, then the front wheels wants to come from under, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking that 4 and 3 is a good safe way to actually start the scooter. And also I adjusted my 0 start as well, and so that way we can have to not push the scooter. I like to just hit the throttle and it just goes, instead I have to push it then go. But some people like that, but me personally, I like to have a 0 start. Anyway, so like I say, while we're here, so we can go over to the left side. So I like the way they have the turn signals. So we're gonna turn the turn signals to the right. Very nice. And then in order to stop it, just hit that turn signal to the right again, and it stops it. Same thing with the left. Hit the left again and stops it. To turn the headlight on, you mash and hold the up button, and it turns the light on. And it's pretty light. That's my office right there that I work on my all my batteries and stuff. But it has a very bright light, so we can go ahead and see. And we have a brake light. Now I like this brake light because it lights up bright red when you hit the brakes. Like up here, we just turn the headlight off by hitting the plus button, and it turns the headlight off. And this is a pretty nice display. I'm pretty impressed with the display. But the NFC, the card reader, I'm used to that because I did review an e-bike that had the same thing. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to riding this bad boy. So here it is. This is the Ausom DT1 Pro. And boy, let me tell you something, I like the way the scooter looks. I'm not a fan of the yellow and black. I call this the Bumblebee scooter. But my favorite color is blue, but man, the yellow and black combo looks pretty amazing. So anyway, so this is one of the first scooters that I had, reviewed that actually goes over 20 miles an hour. So, so I'm pretty excited to actually get to test ride something like this, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get down to the technical part of this scooter, you know what I'm saying? So now we have dual 1,000 watt motors, so that's an equal of 2,000 watts. Inside the deck right there, we have a 52 volt, and it's a 18.2 amp hour battery. Also, we have dual charging ports at the bottom, but you can charge both batteries together if you purchase another charger. So let's go around here. So we have some Zoom dual piston calipers. Now, I'm not a fan of Zoom brakes though, but we're gonna see how these hold up over time. Also, we have, I think these are 140 millimeter rotors, front and rear. We're gonna take it to the front right there. Love the way the suspension looks right there. They call it the SUV style suspension. Here's the latch to fold the scooter up. I'll show you how to do it in a minute. So right here at the stem, we have a front headlight, which is pretty bright. And if you open this flap right here, so we have a USB Type-C and a regular USB port, so you can charge your phone and whatnot. So we got some beefy off-road tires, and these are pneumatic, so we can have to, add some air to them. So there's the motor. So it's a 1,000 watt hub motor right there. I'm a fan of direct drives. We're gonna see how this bad boy does. And we got a reflector, like the orange with the Ausom logo. Then right here we got a foot pedal where you can rest your foot on like you want to surf. Here is the latch where you can fold up, you can push up, and you can fold the scooter in. And to show you how to do that, so what you do, you take this latch right here and you press in and press out, and then the whole stem will actually fold into the deck right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that back. In order to put that back, you just squeeze, and then it'll lock in place right there. So let's check out the cockpit, man. So let's go ahead and start from our left to our right. So over here we have, we have our Zoom master cylinder right here. We have a Ausom palm rest. These are locking grips as well. We have a turn signal button right here. So if you just mash, you can barely mash it, it's going to turn to the left, or have a turn signal to the left, and then just mash it again to stop it from turning. We have a DDM button. Now this is a dual mode button, so all you have to do is press it in, and then you'll see this halo, this red halo effect. Once you see the red light on, that means it's in dual motor mode. So, and then you just press it off, and then it's in single motor. So we also have a horn. It's up there. We'll show you how that works in a little bit. Here it is. We have a nice display, and this is a color display. This is a unique display. This is an NFC display, so you have to use a card to actually turn it on. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. The scooter actually comes with 3. So it's like a card or a tag. So there it is. So that's the Ausom tag right there, and you have to wave it over. So now, in order to do this, before we do this, let me go ahead and go over to the right. So we have our power button. Then we have a up and down, or minus and plus. And then we have a throttle. Okay, now I'm gonna go and show you the horn. So it's not loud. It's not a loud horn, but it's definitely not loud. But at least you got a horn right there. I think that's the only gripe about the DT1 Pro, is that it doesn't have a loud horn. I already know what time it is, boy. I'm gonna get the Ausom DT1 Pro on out, and then we're gonna go ahead and put it on race mode. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna pan the camera up and down a little bit, you know what I mean? Because I am tall. I'm very tall. I don't have the wide angle lens on my GoPro, so. But as y'all do know, I am on a DT1 Pro, and we're gonna just hit a block or two, you know. So I got the soft start. I got the soft start down to about 3, and I believe it's very ideal because it doesn't have that harsh front wheel kick that you would get when you're on 5. Man, that thing, I'm talking about on 5, that thing wants to just murder from up under you. But man, right now, this thing is very powerful and it's very smooth, you know what I'm saying? So when I put the settings down on 3, the power delivery is very smooth from bottom end all the way to its top end, about 41 miles an hour. So I'm pan the camera down a little bit so y'all can see, just a little bit what I'm doing. Y'all won't be able to see the road though, but I am on the DT1 Pro, and this sucker right here is believe me fast. Probably the fastest scooters that I tested to date, and it's fun. It is very fun. The display is bright and colorful. We already at like 36 miles an hour. 38. Oh man, she's really cooking it. I mean, the suspension on this bad boy is very soft, it's very smooth. Like I said, I'm not a scooter guy though, but I darn sure had a lot of confidence in this. Yeah, you can ride this thing off road. I mean, I almost feel like you're surfing though, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not a scooter guy, but I'm definitely, you know what I'm saying, more of an e-bike guy. But the DT1 Pro has given me a lot of confidence into riding a scooter, you know, and I hope that opens up more doors for me to actually review more scooters like this in its class. I mean, 52 volts, man, it's pretty powerful, 52 volts. Yeah, man, this sucker right here bad. Oh man, the landing is smooth. I just jumped that curve. Oh my goodness, love it. Oh man, brakes is awesome. Yeah, the brakes is awesome, man. I've been loving this bad boy. And this is the power you need, you know what I'm saying? Like not too much power, but you know what I'm saying, enough power that can get you out in you know, out in front of traffic, you know what I'm saying? If the traffic's too heavy and you have to like really, you know, for instance, you know, I'm gonna have to wait on traffic and see there's like a little traffic, and I say, well, there's my opening. I can go ahead and get on across the street and don't have to worry about, you know, a slow ramp up rate. It's very smooth. I mean, like, and when I'm saying smooth is that the throttle input really smooth. I can't say that on power level 5, but on when you set that when you go in your program settings and set that your hard start down to about 3, that's going to give you a balance of power and smoothness when you want to accelerate. But like I was saying, because the 5 setting is just like you hit that trigger, it's like a very hair trigger. It's like that's what I'm saying, it's like a hair trigger that you have to really be careful about, you know what I'm saying? And that can be really you know what I'm saying, it can really cause a little bit of a discomfort in your index finger. So that's what I wanted to collaborate about right there. So anyways, so I've been riding this scooter for a good minute now, and I have got a lot more confidence into riding the Ausom DT1 Pro, and it's been really a good all-around scooter. Dual drive, 2,000 watts, 1,000 watt front, 1,000 watt rear, nice blinkers. Now the horn, I gotta say, it's not loud enough, as y'all gonna see right here. That's all it has. So you're better off just yelling, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be a little bit louder if you yell and say, hey, scooter coming through, instead of just hitting the horn button. So that's why I'll let y'all know it's not loud, but that's the only disappointment about this scooter. Everything works, the brake works, nice colorful display. Once you get the settings dialed in right, this is a very smooth and very powerful and fast scooter. So let's get back into riding. So we're gonna just cruise on up here. Oh, one more thing that I failed to mention. Now, if you happen to, and my brain has to have that those gears turning, that once you get off this scooter for a little bit, it's gonna revert back into park. So I just want y'all to know that, you know what I mean? I had a couple of times where I thought I was gonna go. I was looking at traffic, I was gonna go, and I didn't have no power, and I forgot that I have to take it out of park and put it on eco mode. Now, there's nowhere in the settings that you can just disable that feature, but it is what it is at the time, you know what I'm saying? That's another little bit of a, you know, a little gripe about it, but that's just a minor setback. That's about it. So anyways, now we're on race mode, and we're just gonna mosey on up. Yeah, man. So yeah, traffic is clear. We're gonna go across the street. That's what I'm talking about. Power delivery, smooth power delivery. That's what this DT1 Pro has, and I like it. I mean, I had this scooter well above 41 miles an hour and had no shakes, no shimbles. I mean, I feel real good on it, you know what I mean? It took me a time to get used to it. And you can position yourself, you can actually position yourself on the scooter without even, you know what I'm saying, worries. I just positioned myself just a few minutes ago, and it's very smooth. So Ausom did a good job of actually designing this DT1 Pro, because it is smooth. So we got a car that's pulled out in front of me. As you see, probably didn't know, on the damn phone. They had a broken driver's side window. And that's another thing too, you know what I'm saying, you know, about being vigilant, you know what I'm saying, you know, looking out for other people's, I would say, like more of a defensive riding, more than anything, because of the fact that, you know, you never know what these people do, new high tech and everything. They talking on the phone and texting all the Facebook and TikTok and everything. So it's just nuts, man. But anyways, we're gonna go back to the park myself a little bit. Here we go. Yeah, nice. It's nice. Now the range, I mean, like I say, I'm a big guy. So I'm at 235. So the range is an 18.2 amp hour battery. The range it's okay. I would say it's okay, to say the least. It gets me where I need to go around town. I can go to my friend's house. I can go to my son's football game, and I can do group ride with people just around my neighborhood. But it's going to affect, if you're a lighter rider, you know what I'm saying, you're good around about 150 to 60 pounds, 160 pounds. The range will be dramatically increased. So you're going to have that, but just note that if you're a heavier guy and you like to be on race mode all the time, the range is gonna suffer a little bit. All right, so they're fixing the roof. Just doing a little leaning. I mean, this thing is I don't know what to say. I mean, there's really nothing to complain about this scooter, other than the horn and the smaller battery. But other than that, it's a thumbs up in my book. Yeah, definitely needs some work there. Zoom brakes working good. I had the regen set too high. As a matter of fact, I had to turn the regen down because it was one time a car pulled out in front of me and I hit the brake so hard I almost went over the bar. So I was like, holy hell. So let me show you something though, man. I'm gonna hop this curb right here, man, and it just been, you know, yeah, and it that's what I'm talking about, man. I mean, I got a lot of confidence just hopping curves and everything, you know. So yeah, man, love this scooter. yeah, man. Let me move on out there. Okay, no cars coming. I'm going out there. Love that regen function. Yeah, love it. Yeah, man, awesome, man. Awesome. Y'all did a good job. It's weird saying, you know, awesome, because the scooter is awesome. Oh, man. Wow, that's what I'm talking about. And hop the curb again. All right. I like to get the kick the rear end up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. All right. So I think that's it, man. We're good on this. Yeah, we're good on this, man. Oh yeah. Ausom DT1 Pro. That is what's up, man. Man, I've been riding this thing for a good minute, man. And every time I ride it, man, I always have a smile on my face, man. It's a whole different like a scenery from a tummy bike, you know. It's like you surfing, if that makes any sense, you know what I'm saying. It's a tight work, you know what I'm saying. I'm so glad that Ausom actually subbed me this in for a review, you know what I'm saying. And I hope I have more scooters like this to come too, you know what I mean, so I can review these bad boys and yeah, man, just give my honest opinion. But yeah, other than that, here he is, Ausom DT1 Pro. All right, so that is it with the review of the Ausom DT1 Pro. So, you know, as I've been riding this scooter for a couple of days, you know, I got more confidence into actually riding this scooter. You know, like I said, I'm a more of an e-bike type person, not a scooter person. So, you know, to build a confidence to actually ride something like this with a lot of power, you know what I'm saying, it actually gives you a little bit more confidence that you can do a lot of things with this scooter. But anyway, so what are you personally getting? You know what I'm saying? You're going to get a scooter that's pretty much high tech, really. You know what I mean? This is by far one of the fastest scooters that I have reviewed so far. But anyway, so you're going to get a nice display. Now, this is colored compared to the one on a Gallop. So you're going to have an NFC reader. Also, you're going to have a nice turn signal. I like the way they did with the turn signals and the DDM button, which is dual motor mode. The zoom brakes, I had bad experience with the zoom brakes, but fortunately these actually work pretty good for the past couple of days I've been riding this dual motor. So you're getting 1,000 watts per motor. So this is basically 2,000 watts. So the 52 volt 18.2 amp hour battery is you know, I'm 6'7" at about 235 pounds. So the range is not really good like its bigger cousin, the Gallop. But if this had a bigger battery, like a 25 amp battery, I think this would be a definitely a good scooter right here. The horn can need some improvement. It's not as loud as I want it to be. Also, I noticed some funny noise. I think the brakes was rubbing on the caliper. It doesn't do it all the time, but it does it when, you know, when I'm off of some hard landings or if I'm braking real hard, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't do it all the time. So I mean, with the charger that's that equipped with the DT1 Pro, It's a 2 amp charger, so it's going to take a long time to actually charge this up. So I'll advise you, if you can purchase a secondary charger from Ausom, you can cut that in half. So I've been riding this scooter at night, and the headlight has a downward, more of a downward towards like about, I would say about 10 feet in front of you. I wish it was a little bit up higher, so it has a more throw to it. And also, I like the tail light for one thing, because when you actually hit the brakes, it doesn't flash or break. I like it when you hit the brake, it goes a bright red. You let go, it goes dim again. So I like that about it. I also love the palm grips about this. Like I say, I'm an e-bike guy, but when I can rest my palms on this scooter, and I have easy access to the brakes and the throttle. The throttle is a little bit twitchy. So what I recommend to do is you go on the manual, and go in your program settings. I got the hard start. I got it down to about 4, and I got the region set to about 3. You know what I mean? So because I had it set to the max, and when you're braking real hard, almost to the point where you're actually going to be doing an endo, the brakes are so hard. And the hard start, I mean, if you barely hit that trigger, it's actually the front wheels is going to just take off in front of you. That's a lot of torque there. So if you actually turn into the right or the left and try to hit that throttle, it's going to just kind of shoot you. So you have to be holding on pretty good. If not, you know what I'm saying, it's pretty much going to throw you off. You know what I'm saying? So it has a lot of kickback. It has a lot of torque down low. The mid range is not, it's okay, and then it kind of falls flat on the top end. You know what I'm saying? But it gets to the 41 miles an hour. Depends on how heavy you are. Like I say, I'm a heavy guy, but it still got me to 41 miles an hour. And like I say, the range could be a little bit better because it has an 18.2 amp hour battery. But anyway, so I got some confidence in riding this. I've been jumping this off of curves. The suspension, they call it an SUV type suspension. It's really good. I haven't really bombed the suspension out, even though I'm jumping off curves and I'm a heavy guy. Actually, ride this through the park, off-roading and everything, and the suspension is pretty darn good. So I'm pretty impressed with that. The only con is really the horn. If they can get that horn to be a little bit louder, this will be a solid all-around scooter, and it still is. I mean, this is not a deal breaker for by far. It's not a deal breaker. So anyway, so that's just a little con right there. But they can, yeah, don't, but just the horn, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so if you want to purchase the Ausom DT1 Pro, you can find a link in the description at this video right here. And this has been this has been a pleasant dream to actually have something like this, because I always seen people have scooters like a hyper scooter like this. I never get a chance to actually see one and actually own one. The only one that I have reviewed so far belongs to my buddy named John, and it's a 60 volt, not a 52 volt model. And I enjoyed riding this, but compared to that one, this one's way better off-roading. This has way better suspension, and it feels real good. No speed wobble whatsoever, and yeah. So Ausom did a good job of making this, and this is going to be a force to be reckoned with in this class. You know what I mean? So anyways, so I'm going to conclude the review of the DT1 Pro by Ausom. This is the e-bike guy, and I'll see you on the next one.